Hi all, it's Darla. I'm going to be making a cooking video for you. I've never done this with YouTube, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. If any of you that are like me, that are gastric bypass patients, that are really sensitive to any kind of sugars. I'm sensitive to sugar, I'm sensitive to honey, anything that's sweet like that I can't have. I go into a dumping syndrome. But once in a while I still get that craving. I want something sweet. And a lot of times I eat fruit and stuff like that, but that doesn't always satisfy that sweet craving that I'm having. So here is a recipe I get once in a while that just kind of tastes to me kind of like an oatmeal cookie. It's baked acorn squash. Acorn squash. A lot of people are thinking squash, vegetable. No, it is. If you make it right, it's sweet. It's warm, cinnamon, really good. So what I do is I start out with a whole acorn squash. I've actually cut this one in half. You need to cut it lengthwise, and then you scoop out the insides, the seeds, scoop those out, and then just discard them. Then after you've done that and you washed it really good, then you put a tablespoon of butter in each of the halves and a tablespoon of Splenda in each of the halves. If you guys can do the brown sugar cinnamon that's brown sugar Splenda that's half and half, go for it. I can't do that, but I can do regular Splenda. Then once you've done that and I've stuck it into a baking dish. I got a very small acorn squash because for right now it's just me and my daughter. My husband won't eat Splenda. And you get some cinnamon and just put enough on for your taste. I like a lot of cinnamon, and I will probably put a good half to 1 tablespoon of cinnamon in each of them, because like I said, I really like that cinnamon flavor. If you don't want that, you can put apple pie seasoning, you can put nutmeg, you can put just about anything you want in there. After you have done that, you need to get a half a cup of water. It doesn't have to be boiling, it can be straight from the tap. And then you just pour it down into, not on the acorn squash, but into the pan, because what it does when you put it in the pan, it'll make it moist. Then you set your oven to 350 degrees. Once you've done that and you've preheated your oven, go ahead and cover up your acorn squash with tinfoil. Seal one side of it really good, and then the other side not as much, because you want the steam to be able to come out, because you're basically steaming them is what you're doing. But you want the steam to be able to come out of it as it cooks. Then once you're done with that, go ahead and stick it in your oven for 45 minutes to an hour. Depending on the size, some may only take 30 minutes. I would check it after the 30 minutes, see if it's really soft. You want them really soft, you don't want them hard. If it's not done, leave it another 15 minutes. Not done after that, leave another 15 minutes. At the most, if you have a huge one, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Then once you're done, take it out, scoop out the meat inside of the shell, chop it up, put it in a bowl and eat it. It is the best tasting stuff you will ever have. And like I said, for those of us that are really, really sensitive to any kind of sweets, this is one sweet that you can have. Now, it's kind of high in fat because it's made with butter. In fact, I can find out real quick what the... Actually, my internet's not going to let me in right now. So I will, by the time I load this up, I'll go ahead and put the nutritional value down in the description so you can see what it is. So you can see how much of it you want to eat. You won't be able to, if you're like me, you will not be able to eat an entire half because that's a lot. That's probably a cup and a half, and I got the small one. I got really tiny ones. So enjoy. I am going to try to make more videos like this, more cooking videos, stuff that I eat, stuff that what I make. I'll try to make one for tomorrow morning so you can see kind of what I do for breakfast. And if you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. I will talk to you all later. Love you. Bye.